60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm Nancy.
And we are J&N Travels. Well, thank you very much for coming in today on a gorgeous day outside.
Oh, yeah. We're going to sit outside afterwards.
Yeah.
It's
85 degrees for the rest of the week, right?
And the bugs are starting to go, so that's good.
Right. Very
no
good.
more black flies.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our second episode. We're trying something new. We come on at 12:15 on Wednesdays and just try and pick some offbeat news items that you don't typically come across on the the channels or anything that gives you daily news, right?
Right.
So it's just to have a little fun with some news items. We try and keep this to just around 30 or 40-minute show.
Yeah, just about that.
That's what we're going to do for a while and see if it catches on or not, right, Nancy?
See how it goes.
So if you're new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll know when we go live. We have usually 2 lives, one every other Sunday with Tanisha.
Yes.
She does Tanisha time, and then we have some trivia questions with pictures. And then every Wednesday at 12:15, we try and do this offbeat news. So thank you very much for coming in. And we'll jump into this. Just a quick hello to Maxwell Smart.
Hi,
Thanks
Maxwell.
for coming, Maxwell. And Cruising Scene.
Hey, Cruising Scene. How you doing?
They just hit 1,000.
Oh, congratulations.
So congratulations to you guys.
That's wonderful.
So, Nance, I guess we'll start off with this little tidbit. So as we know that the bridge was hit in Baltimore.
Well, yeah, that was tragic. Yes.
Well, the Pride was one of the main carnival ships that went out of there.
Yeah.
And the Pride is returning to Baltimore.
Oh.
The Carnival Pride is scheduled to arrive in Baltimore on May 26th. So that's 4 days from now.
Yeah.
Following a week-long cruise that departed from Norfolk, Virginia. This temporary location occurred after the Key Bridge collapse on March 26th. And that happened when we were down in Florida.
Yeah, we were down in Florida when that happened, yeah.
The ship's next voyage is a 14-day Carnival Journeys cruise to Greenland. It's planned to depart round trip from Baltimore.
Greenland.
Subsequently, the Pride will continue her previously planned itineraries with sailing scheduled through the spring of 2026. That actually looks like a nice ship to sail on.
Yeah, it does.
And a 14-day to Greenland. I don't know. I go both ways on that.
I'd have to research Greenland. I know Greenland's supposed to be more ice and Iceland's supposed to be more green. I don't know much more about that. I'd have to research it to see what attractions are there.
Right.
Do you know anything about Greenland?
No, but my big thing is if I'm going to get on a cruise ship, I kind of like to go snorkeling and swimming.
Yeah, I love
any
snorkeling.
of these, I love to do a New England one.
Yeah.
But there again, it's cold weather type of.
Yeah, I like the warm weather. I like swimming in the Caribbean and snorkeling. Those are my 2 favorite things to do.
Okay, so you're offbeat news item number 2.
Okay, this is with the recent confirmation that Tiana's Bio Adventure will officially open at the Magic Kingdom on June 28th. So coming up, Disney has now announced that when it does open, there will be a virtual queue to ride. As has been the case with all recent openings, the virtual queue means that there will be no standby queue. Guests will have the opportunity to get access to the virtual queue at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., although these usually fill up quick with seconds Okay, let me just read that again. Guests will have the opportunity to get access to the virtual queue at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., although these usually fill up within seconds of the window's opening. Things are slightly different, however, when it comes to Tiano's Bio Adventure than was the case with Tron Light Cycle, and Guardians of the Galaxy because there'll be no individual lightning lane available. The only way guests can hope to ride Tiana's Bio, if not lucky enough to get a virtual queue, will be by purchasing Genie Plush, which now usually costs $25 to $35 per person per day, and hope there is availability through that method. That's a little expensive.
Well, first of all, anyone that's not familiar, this is the old Splash Mountain that, for politically incorrect reasons, got shut down and changed to this. It looks it's going to be basically the same ride, except they're going to have different
well, we're going to have characters.
Characters
from I think it's called The Princess and the Frog. And if you haven't seen it, it's really good.
Now, I hate the virtual queues. We dealt with that. We were in the parks 40 times during this last snowbirding session.
It was amazing, a wonderful 40 times.
Both Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron had virtual queues. We got into the Guardians once, and that was because our daughter was visiting, got up early and played with it, and got us in, but we never got into Tron.
No.
So I really hate the virtual queues. I wish there was a better way to do it, that maybe if you got a virtual queue, then you couldn't get another one on the same ride for a week or something, so that everyone would get a chance to get in it. So, but that's what they're doing. And of course, the Genie Plus is a big upcharge.
Yeah, 25 to 35.
Get into that.
Now, wait a minute. Can I just see something here?
Hey, Blaine, how you doing?
Hey, Blaine, how you doing? Now, why?
Nice to see you, Blaine.
Why is it between 25 and 35?
Because the actual when it started out, the Genie Plus was, I think, $14.95 a day.
Okay.
But now it changes by the season.
Oh.
And by I don't even know if it's the day of the week, if they do it by the day of the week. But
it could be 25 or up to 35.
Yeah, I remember when we were there, we had some friends that bought that, and it varied. They paid 3 different prices for the same ride.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
They should stick to one price.
I know, but that's why they're doing the crowd control, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Blaine just got back from I don't think, no, yours was out of South Carolina. They did a group cruise.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I'm sure you had a wonderful time. Nice for you to join us today. Hope all is going well with you and Mallory.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot we do this. So no, we always throw a rebus in every couple of news reports. We throw the same one up, and at the end, we'll give the answer.
Oh, wow.
And we don't keep them up for a long time, but this is the first rebus.
See, I don't get this one. Let's see.
Now I can go on to our third news story. DreamWorks Land at Universal Studios Florida is opening June 14th. So this is one land that would be open for us next year when we go. I'm not sure. And I think the main park that's opening for Universal is opening this summer too. But I haven't looked into that yet. DreamWorks Land is an interactive area. The land will open with 3 previously unannounced attractions themed to Trolls, Kung Fu Panda, and Shrek. On Trolls roller coaster, guests will board a Caterpillar cattle bus and travel on this family-friendly coaster with Poppy, Tiny, and twins Satin and Chanel in an attempt to escape spooky spiders. Now, we have no idea who these characters are.
And where is DreamWorks?
Well, that's what I'm going to get into.
Okay.
In Poe Live, guests will visit Panda Village, the ancestral home of Poe and all the pandas. They meet and speak with Poe via digital animated screen. Poe will train viewers in the way of Kung Fu, which will offer both wet and dry play areas. The final new attraction is Shrek's Swamp Meet, where guests will be able to encounter Shrek, Princess Fiona, and Donkey outside of Shrek's iconic Swamp home.
I love Shrek.
Shrek's Swamp will have a playground titled Shrek Swamp for Little Ogres, where guests can climb, slide, and splash through Shrek's home. This basically is the area that had the roller coaster there. Woody Woodpecker roller coaster.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And it had a water park, Curious George.
Yeah, I remember that. I like that. I like Curious George.
I thought this was going to be a little, geared towards older people too, but it's basically a kids area.
It does sound that way. Yeah. Although the Shrek area, I'd be. I mean,
this is the only thing you might get on here. This is a family roller coaster. See, that's one of the roller coaster I read. So, like I said, you might want to go just seeing with the characters, but it's basically geared towards
children.
towards young children, right?
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah, it was a sunshine. Blame went on. Went
Oh,
to Amber
okay.
Cove, San Juan, St. Thomas was 8 nights, so 2 sea days on. That's a nice laid out cruise.
Yeah, I thought Amber Cove was beautiful.
Well, I hate when they pack like you go on these cruises and they have 4 islands out of the
Mm,
8-day cruise, and those are good islands too.
Those are.
We loved Amber Cove.
Yeah, we did.
San Juan, I haven't been there. You've been there.
I've been to San Juan many years ago. We were supposed to go on the cruise in 2018 when our son was with us, but we couldn't get there because of
Right.
problems with weather. I
Well,
guess.
twice we missed San Juan,
Yeah.
and St. Thomas we always liked.
Yeah.
Okay, Nance, the next one.
All right. My next one. Let's see. U.S. is the second best country in the world to skinny dip. What? I wouldn't have guessed that. Public nudity isn't legal everywhere in the world, but there are a few places in many different countries where you can soak in the sun naked as the day you were born. Amongst the top 5 countries are France, I believe that, yeah, the United States, Spain, Thailand, and Australia. France is the most nudist-friendly of all the countries. The country is well known for its public nude beaches, 397 in total. In addition to its 212 naturist campsites, the United States comes in second with 299 nudist-friendly beaches, but it also has the most naturist campsites. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Naturalist.
Well, it says naturist here, but anyway, 253 across the country. Number 3 in the ranking is Spain, which actually has the most nudist beaches, 422 in total, but only 95 naturalists or naturist campsites. The number of nudist beaches and campsites drop off dramatically from there in the top 5, with Thailand only having 9 beaches and 12 campsites, and Australia having 66 beaches and 57 campsites. Israel, South Africa, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Greece round out the top 10, respectively. The worst places in the world to skinny dip are generally countries with very strict nudity laws and cold temperatures like Russia,
Makes
Turkey,
sense.
Iran, India, Belarus, Estonia, and China. That makes sense, yeah. I thought France would be number 1. That makes sense.
I guess you do when you hear stuff, yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting one. You never really think of which countries have the most. Now, the U.S. isn't really considered warm most of the time, so I wouldn't think they'd be number 2.
Right.
But
I've been to a nudist beach when I was single, Fire Island in New York, Long Island, New York.
Blaine, thanks for joining us. He's outside enjoying this warm weather. I wonder what the temp is down there. Okay, so that's your nudist update.
Right. But don't go to a new beach in August because there's a lot of jellyfish.
Yeah, and you go other times, a lot of bugs. So,
yeah, a lot of bugs, yeah.
So that's the other thing up here.
Yeah.
You got to time it right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a rebus again. Look at it, memorize it, put it in your head, and we'll address this later on. Okay.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah, this is a fun story. Hey, Tanisha, how you doing?
Tanisha.
We had our first encounter with Tanisha this year.
Yeah, it was fun.
We had a lot of fun doing her national days, and she has started a new channel.
Yes. Life with Tanisha RN.
Yeah, and if she has a link, I have to put the link underneath
the link
this one. I put underneath the last one, but so check out Tanisha's new channel. Okay, so this one is a fun story. This is from Gloucestershire. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Gloucestershire, England. The Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake is an annual event held on the Springbank holiday at Cooper's Hill near Gloucester in England.
Oh.
Participants race down a 200-yard-long hill chasing a wheel of double Gloucester or Gloucester. We pronounce it Gloucester here, so I'm going to go with ours, Gloucester cheese. The event has a long tradition held by the people of the local village of Brockworth, but now people from all over the world take part. So they basically at the top of this hill,
and they roll the cheese.
Yeah, there's your
like a ball of cheese.
That's it's like those wheel.
Oh, a wheel of cheese. Oh, I remember those wheel of cheese.
So you can see the wheel of cheese. They roll that down, and then they just take after it. Whoever gets to the bottom gets that wheel of cheese.
That's interesting.
Fun, yeah, fun.
Who comes up with that?
I don't know.
So they roll the wheel of cheese. Okay.
And
All right. My next one is Victory Cruise Lines will be relaunching on the Great Lakes next year.
Now I wonder what happened to this, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
So next year, a familiar cruise line and its 2 vessels will be returning to the Great Lakes, the Victory 1 and the Victory 2, under the revived Victory Cruise Lines brand will return. The 190 passenger sister ships were named Ocean Navigator and Ocean Voyager. The ships belong to American Queen Voyagers, which stopped operating in February soon after its parent company filed for bankruptcy. In April, American Cruise Lines snapped up the vessel at auction. Next spring, when Victory 1 and Victory 2 are slated to return to the Great Lakes, they will offer 10 to 12-day voyages across all 5 lakes. Both ships are undergoing refurbishments in Maine. Victory Cruise Lines will once again be based in New Albany, Indiana.
Okay. Now those were fun because you think of cruises being out in the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess we look over at Europe and they have the river cruises. But these are ships, and I didn't realize they were that small though. They hold less than 1,000 people in them. Yeah, so these are much smaller ships. But that's pretty cool. If you're going on a 12-day cruise, you get to see a lot. There's a lot of things around the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
that would be fun to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and there's Erebus again. Have you tried figuring it out, Nancy?
M1Y. My first.
Well, don't say it, but
my first selfie.
It does look like selfie.
It does.
Quick, doesn't it?
I know. My first selfie. That's my guess. Oh gosh.
Well, it's not my first selfie, but okay, we'll address that at the very end. Okay, now this is our final news story of the day, Offbeat story. I don't think this gets much press, but I've always been intrigued with drones. Okay?
Yeah.
And of course, we've been hearing a lot with drones because of all the stuff happening overseas.
Yeah, and our son is a police officer in his town that's not too far from us. They had a technical and drone training, and they had police departments, 10 that participated in that just recently.
And we laughed at first because you're thinking, okay, why is a police department, especially out here in the country, going to have drones?
Right.
But, so we know about all the things overseas happening with it for war purposes.
Yes.
But over here, so you got the drones that they're training on that they use to go over the woods and stuff and find missing people.
That's right.
Or locate people in areas they can't get to with their vehicles.
That's right.
And then they can get a helicopter in there or something else. So you don't think of that part of it, right?
You don't.
Looking for a missing child, any number of things.
Right.
Well, the other side of it is, which is another thing I didn't realize they did till recently, is they've been using drones, or they are starting to pick up using drones in entertainment.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's
interesting.
These are 4 theme parks in the U.S. that are using drones. 3 out of the 4, I think, are just starting this year, and one's been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first drone this is supposedly going to be the best of these shows so far.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll battle each other out, and get better. This one is held over the lakes inside Universal Studios, Florida. Okay. And they do it over that. And this
so they just started doing this?
No, they're going to start.
They're going to start. Okay.
This is all starting in the summer of 2024.
Oh, okay. This summer.
They call it the Season of Theme Park Drone Show.
Oh, I like it.
A Symphonic Spectacular is a nighttime show at Universal Studios Orlando.
Oh.
They have
nighttime.
Yeah, and they 600 drones because they use lights.
Oh, well, yes.
So it's not a show with the actual drone. It's the lights that are on the drone.
Oh, I see. Well, that sounds fascinating.
They fly in sync to a soundtrack featuring songs from Universal's most beloved films, including Harry Potter, Jaws, Shrek, Ghostbusters, Trolls, E.T., Fast and Furious, Super Mario Brothers movie, Minions, Mummy, King Kong, and there was a lot more.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
This isn't just a drone show, but a full spectacular. The show takes advantage of its location on the waters of Universal Lagoon by incorporating water effects too. The show features 228 fountains that reach heights of up to 131 feet, as well as 4K projection mapping on the buildings around the lagoon. A symphonic spectacular kicks off on Friday, June 14th.
Oh, wow.
So they bring a lot of stuff in. They're using the water underneath the
Yeah.
drones to shoot up colored fountains. And they're also doing,
Fascinating.
like Disney's been doing for a while, they'll do images on the surrounding
Oh,
buildings. So it'll be
yeah.
a
Wow, that's so
very
cool.
inclusive
And how many
show.
drones again?
This one has 600.
600 drones. Wow. That's fascinating. Yeah.
Okay, and this is where you can see a little bit more of
the
how
images.
the lighting. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure
Is that
if
a Dumbo?
that's Dumbo. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought it was.
Now, I don't think each one of these is a drone. One drone might have 3 or 4 of these bulbs. This is how they do it. I think they're
Wow.
actually lit up on the drones.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So this one is the Disney Dreams, and give credit to Disney. It seems like they always have the handout for cash. That this one is going to be going over Disney Springs.
Oh, is
which
it?
If people don't know, that's a free. Even the parking garage would shock me. Free there, and tons of restaurants, clubs.
Beautiful, yeah.
So
and they have entertainment at night,
right,
which is free, yeah.
But now they're going to have this as entertainment.
This is really cool.
So this will fly over Disney Springs and feature state-of-the-art drones choreographed to create scenes and characters from beloved Disney stories. It's all set to a roaring musical score. The show runs nightly from May 24th through September 2nd, 2024. The only bad thing about this is this one this year is I bet it will eventually move to the parks. This one's only for the summer, so
it starts in a couple of days and it ends when?
And it ends on September 2nd, which means if they keep to that schedule, we won't get to see it when we're down there next year. So I'm hoping they do start doing it. Yeah, it's just a trial run.
Yeah, I hope it gets extended. That would be really cool. We love Disney Springs, and we always visit Disney Springs. It's fun. Lots to do there.
Okay, this is the one that's been around the longest. It's funny because we just had friends go here too. This is Dollywood's Sweet Summer Nights will be back bigger and brighter than ever this year.
Wow.
This popular event is becoming something of an annual tradition. The first Dollywood drone light show debuted in 2021, and it's been going strong ever since. In 2024, its nighttime drone features hundreds of drones that accompany fireworks. The Dollywood Sweet Summer Nights dance party and drone show occurs nightly at 9:40. Tanisha, I know you're not right next to there, but have you ever been down? Yeah, been down that way to the Dollywood, I guess.
Dollywood, right? It's called, yeah. Yeah, we had friends that recently visited. They
Well, she's traveling to Georgia.
Yes, she is.
For a while. Now, I know that's not right next to it, but I know if they had traveled down there, because for them, for us, it's about a 15-hour drive.
Yeah.
I'm guessing for them, it's probably under 8 hours, maybe.
Possibly.
And the fourth and final, now there were a couple drone shows overseas at parks, but I'm only covering the ones in the U.S. What's the cost for that? Dollywood itself, what do they tell us? They know you can get off-season, deals for it. It's a lot cheaper than Disney.
Yeah.
They're less than $100 a ticket, and the drone shows are included. So any that are in the theme parks, including your admission.
I think they have a senior discount too if you're 65 or older.
Yeah, that wouldn't cover her though. But yeah, for people like us, it would. But there are discounts. They were in the off-season. They got a deal, a 2-for-1 or something like that. Tanisha's been there many years ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When she was young. Okay, really nice. There's no cost for the Disney. Right now, the Disney one is over Disney Springs, which is an entertainment area. You park in the garages, which are free.
Yeah.
Shocked me, and then you go over there for the day, and there's stores and restaurant.
Yeah, there's nice stores to walk around in, and at night, and sometimes, around 6 o'clock is when the entertainment comes about, right?
Well, no, they do stuff earlier too, though. But my guess is that this is a trial run at Disney Springs. If it works, they'll move it to one of the theme parks.
Yeah,
and if they do that, Tanisha, it means you're gonna have to buy a ticket to the theme park. But right now, it's free and it's at Disney Springs. So now's, I guess, the time to see it, right?
Right. Okay. I hope they extend it, so I want to see it. They extend it till December. Well, January, hopefully. We'll be in Florida in January.
All right. Oh, it's only 4.5 hours from our house, so that's a lot closer. Yes, that would be you could almost do that for a weekend if you guys wanted to go down there. All right, and the final park that I have on the list, local park, is where are we here? Theme park drones aren't just limited to the major players. Of course, these are three big parks. Disney, Universal are huge, and Dollywood's probably like a Six Flags in size, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Indiana's Hollywood World has a drone show of its own featuring
Oh, really?
500 drones. Other than the free Disney World drone show, this ranks among the most affordable theme park drone shows you'll see. The Hollywood Drone Show kicks off on Saturday, June 22nd. Show runs nightly through Sunday, August 4th. Now, this one's not free. You have to pay the admittance. The reference I'm making is that the price to get into the park is one of the cheapest parks.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
was well under $100. And when you get in there, the drone shows included, of course.
Nice.
So, all right. So those are our news stories, Nance.
Lots of good information.
Now, if you're watching this in replay, throw the answer into the comments before we give it. Does anyone seem to know what this rebus is? Do you have any idea?
I already told you my guess. I don't know. Okay,
Let's see.
my one.
Well, I'll give you a hint that there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 number ones in there.
I know.
That has
4
to do
number
with
ones. But 2, 3, 4 and the second. So I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Do you know it?
Well, I know because I did
Did you
it,
guess
but
it before?
No. I thought this was one of the harder ones.
It looks hard.
That we've done. Okay, so the answer to this is For Once in My Life.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
For
the
once. Oh,
so the
for
four
once
ones
in my life. Okay.
4 ones
Yeah.
are in my life.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hi, Paul.
How things going with you? I haven't talked to you in quite a while. All right. So For Once in My Life, this week's
That's
Rebus.
a good one. I like that one.
Next
For
week
once
we'll-
in my life. Yeah.
Next week we'll have a new Rebus with our offbeat news.
Well, I got the my right.
Yeah,
I said my first selfie.
I know. Okay, so reiterating, that's the end of our offbeat news. Like I said, we try and make these shows short.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us.
Thank you all for joining
We'll
us.
be back next Wednesday at 12:15.
Yes, we will.
And if you're new to this or you're watching the replay, please subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
hit the bell,
Mm-hmm.
and give us a thumbs up if you haven't. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for joining us. Stay young and have fun.
Have a good day now.